What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another COA weekly live stream. I'm Fred Beetler from Last Raps Baseball, and today we're going to have most of our COA members will be in the house. We're going to be short a couple of guys today, but we have a full lineup for you. Today we are going to be doing a email day to some of our guests. Not everybody is going to be here. But hopefully, if Steve Rademacher can find his way into the studio, there are some guests, or there are some things for him as well. We are also going to be doing a trivia contest, sports trivia, and we've got all four of the members that will be here with us. We'll find out how knowledgeable that they are with regards to their sports that they follow. And then, of course, we're going to have a pick-em this week. We are going to look at the games of the week. We've got NCAA basketball, National Hockey League, and of course NBA to pick from, and we're going to find out who our guys are that are the knowledgeable ones in this group. So what we'll do is we're going to bring them in one at a time, and first one up, I'm going to bring in the one and only Big D from Big D Sports Car. Welcome to the stream.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Awesome. Well, Big D, it's great to have you as per usual. And of course, if I had to put my money on somebody to win the pick contest today, it's going to be the one that's going to be able to do it. Next up, I've got the one and only Steve Rademacher. The one and only Steve Rademacher is also now joining us. There's Steve. And how you doing today, Steve?
Very good, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Waking up here.
Excellent.
I'm here.
So as I have in my opinion, Big D to win the pick'em contest, I think that Steve Rademacher is probably going to be the guy that's going to win the trivia contest. I just have that feeling that that's what is going to end up happening. So lastly, and last but not least, we are going to bring in the one and only, and it's the one and only Bud Stoney. So we're going to welcome Bud to the stream.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
There he is.
I like your picture, Bud.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Absolutely.
No video, Bud?
Yep.
Can't see me, yo. I'll be on in the video. I'll be on in the video in a minute. I promise.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to start off with a few mailbag questions, and of course, I have to. We were getting some emails from some of the people during the last week, especially when people do some of the videos. And of course, I have a few questions that are pointed at certain individuals. And the first one is going to be towards Steve Rademacher. And Steve, Andrea from Fort Lauderdale wants to know. She says, Steve, how many times do you have to get married to make it right?
I haven't found the number yet. Sorry.
Don't have the answer for that one yet, Steve. He's not sure. Okay, well,
not yet.
Anybody else want to jump in on that one, maybe to help him out? Do you think D got an answer for that one?
I haven't even been there yet.
I'll give you
so
one.
Hopefully, one's good enough. Hopefully.
What about the one and only Bud Stoney?
One's enough for me.
He's the only one who's happily married right now.
This next question is for Bud, and the question comes from Jeff in Evansville. He wants to know, Bud, has there ever been a time you've been so inebriated that you've grabbed the deep heat rub rather than toothpaste when you got up in the morning to brush your teeth?
Not that I can recall. But
the second part to that question was how did it taste? So obviously, if you haven't got to the first step, then we know you haven't got to the second step yet. All right.
Yeah.
Big D, question for Big D, and Big D is how much? What is the for a baseball card? What is the thickness? You work in the paper company. How many point? What is the point thickness of a baseball card? That is from
Isn't it 35 point?
Is it 35 point?
I'm guessing because the stuff we run are all different thicknesses. The only reason I'm guessing that 35 point because the top load, not the top loaders, but the one touches I bought were 35 point.
All right. Okay. So we got one more question before we close it out, and that question is more to the group. If you guys were stranded on a desert island, or is it desert or deserted island? Oh, I guess there's two S's. So if you were stranded on a deserted island, who would you sacrifice to get off the island? Which one of the COA members would you sacrifice to get off the island?
Definitely Steve.
No, I'm sorry, Freddie. It's got to be you, man. There's more food to go around.
Oh.
And apparently
because he's a Packer fan.
We've already sacrificed the one and only Bud Stoney because he jumped off the live stream. So maybe that was the answer to that question. I'm not sure. But before we move on, we are going to bring Bud back into the stream because he is here. And then we also have another member of the COA is joining us. So let's welcome Bud back in. There he is. How you doing, Bud?
Hey, Bud.
Yeah, hey, I didn't even hear what my question was earlier, just saying. So that's why it was like an awkward pause because I didn't even hear you, bro. So, but I'm glad to be here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful and blessed day today. Glad to see you, D, Fred, Steve.
Answer your
missing the other members, but hope they're having a great day today too. So
we can answer your question and keep you from rambling, and that is have you ever been so inebriated, Bud, that you grab the deep heat rub for toothpaste rather than the toothpaste to brush your teeth?
I got you. Okay. Yeah. Geez, there was this one time. Hold on a second. Lord. You guys already have seen this a million times, but this was one of my absolute favorite pieces that I received as a gift from someone. A 76 O-Pee-Chee Dennis Eckersley rookie card with an autograph on it. It's a population of 3 in a PSA registry with 0 higher as of January 16th this year. So when I received that, I went to go brush my teeth and I accidentally grabbed the deep heat rub, and it did. To answer the second part, it did not taste good. It yeah. But I was so stoked when I received that card. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, that's my answer.
One of our other members has now joined us. We've got Jimmy from Redbeard Breaks. So let's welcome him into the stream. So here comes Jimmy.
What's up,
hey, Jimmy? How
Jimmy. Here's the weather check, y'all.
Hey, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. Hey, so Jimmy, we have one question for you on this list here. And before we get moving on to our other stuff, and so the question for Jimmy on our email mail day is Jimmy, if the Cincinnati Reds weren't red, what color would they be?
Oh, they would be gray.
The Cincinnati Grays?
The Cincinnati Grays, yeah.
Cincinnati Gray Bush.
They're already blue, so they're already blue because they're not winning. So, but they'd be gray.
Good answer, Jimmy. Good answer.
So we're gonna this week we're gonna have a little we're gonna test to see how our guys are in terms of knowledge, and we've got a couple of things that we're going to do. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a pick'em, and so for this week we've got the NBA is now on an all-star break, so they lose part of their week of scheduled games. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a game of the day, and we're going to go around the round table here to see who has a prediction, and then maybe ask them sometimes what their strategies are for picking the victories. So we are going to do NCAA basketball. We're going to do the National Hockey League, and we're going to do the NBA. So that way we get a smattering of it. Obviously, Major League Baseball is something that we're not going to be doing right now because the exhibition games are too hard to predict with minor league pitchers pitching and guys that are playing part-time. So we're going to kick it off, and I'll go around the room to everybody here and get their predictions as we do it. We've got today, this afternoon, we have a Big Ten clash, and it's a national battle. It's going to be between the University of Illinois, the Fighting Illini, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's going to be a 1 p.m. Pacific time tip-off. And so we'll start off with Jimmy. Who do you feel partial to in that matchup, Jimmy? So we got Illinois at Ohio State.
Illinois at Ohio State. I'm gonna pick the Buckeyes, man. Every day. Go Buckeyes.
You're not
Okay.
going to win.
All right. So with that in mind, we go to Big D and find out what Big D's got. Who you thinking? Now we lost me there for a second, or no? Did you get that? Who you got, Big D?
For Ohio State, Illinois?
Yeah, who are you taking?
I'm going to have to go with Jimmy on that one. Ohio State. Jimmy's right.
Yeah, baby.
Ohio State. All right. Steve Rademacher, what's your pick on this game?
Well, don't like either of them, but I got to take Illinois because it's not Ohio State.
Ooh.
You would, Steve.
Illinois, the higher ranked,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
but on the road. Okay, how about the one and only Bud Stoney?
Well, I'm going to have to take Illinois on that one as well. I root for the underdog.
Illinois. Bud
I like
says
rooting for the underdog.
Well, I'm not sure they're the underdog in the game, as Illinois is the 4th-ranked team and Ohio State is the 7th-ranked team. But being that Illinois is on the road, there is a good chance. So kind of as a tiebreaker to this, I'm going to offer my thoughts. And I have a strategy when I pick teams that I really don't know. I have a strategy. Normally, I always pick the home team if I don't know who's going to win. Unless it's the Washington Generals, then I always pick the Harlem Globetrotters to win. So if the Generals are at home, I always go with the Globetrotters. So this time here, I'm going with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So I've got Ohio State to be the winners there. So 3 out of our 5, our general consensus is picking Ohio State.
Fred.
All right, so on Sunday, we stay with the college hoop theme. We have another nationally ranked game, and that is going to be going down to the Big 12. We've got Texas Tech versus Baylor, and Stoney is showing his love for the Globetrotters. Texas Tech and Baylor. Let's start it off with Big D. So, Big D, who are you taking in this one?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to go with Texas Tech on that one.
The Raiders.
Texas Tech?
Yeah, just
Okay.
because I think this guy, Patty Mahomes, went there or something like that.
How about you, Steve? What do you got on that one? Or is Steve frozen up on us?
I'm moving. I'm here, aren't I?
He fell asleep.
Texas Tech. I like their colors. They're prettier.
Texas Tech. All right. Texas Tech.
You chose them because they're prettier. Okay.
I do basketball.
What you got, Bud? You're up next, man.
Underdog.
Just 11.
Who's the lowest ranked team? That's who I root for.
You got Texas Tech against Baylor. Texas Tech is 18. Baylor's number 3. Baylor's at home.
May I please root for Texas Tech?
Yeah, bud.
Texas Tech. Yeah, there it is. Yes.
I know Baylor's good, but
Jimmy, what do you got?
I'm also going to go with Texas Tech on this one.
Texas Tech.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm going off the board, and I am taking the Baylor, whatever they are, Bears, and we're going to go with those guys. Number 3 in the country. Obviously, only Gonzaga, maybe something to say different about that. But that's what I've got. So NCAA basketball, not my forte, but I'm hoping that I can pull a couple of victories out of this one. We're going Monday night. We're going to the National Hockey League on Monday. We're going to lead this off with Steve Rademacher. Steve, we got the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Minnesota Wild. Vegas Golden Knights and Minnesota Wild.
Vegas. Not because I'm anti-Minnesota. I like Vegas's young core. And what they did a few years ago as an expansion is incredible. I like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it's not Minnesota.
Who we at? We're at Bud. Bud, what do you got for your pick?
He's got macaroni and cheese.
I don't think they're playing.
Mukbang.
You're not making a pick, Bud? You going to pass around here, so we'll just put pass for Bud Stoney, or are we putting
was it my turn to answer? Sorry. I'm stuffing my face, brother. Was it my turn to answer?
Yeah.
We got it.
I'm gonna take the Wild. Minnesota Wild.
Minnesota Wild. All right, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You got to follow that up. You got to.
He even said bad pick. I picked your team and you said bad pick. What the heck?
So Jimmy, here's the thing. If Stoney's going to be sporting some mac and cheese, I would expect nothing more than some bratwursts and some sauerkraut coming out of that area.
Mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to take the Golden Knights on this one because I'm a huge Marc-Andre Fleury fan, so I'm definitely going to take the Knights on this one.
Marc-Andre Fleury is the decider on the choice for Jimmy. That's a good choice with Vegas. What do you have over there, Big D?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Vegas because there's a reason why they're the top team right now. So Minnesota's only a few games behind them, but I think Vegas is a pretty solid team this year. I think they're going to have our number.
Vegas throwing his homies under the bus. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to win this pick'em thing here. They can win an NHL championship later.
Last but not least, I'm picking the Vegas Golden Knights as well because, well, first of all, I think they're one of the top teams in their division, and of course they've got quality goaltending with Robin Leonard and with Marc-Andre Fleury between the pipes. So two pretty solid goaltenders. We move Tuesday. We go to closer to Jimmy. We go Tuesday. We got the New York Rangers versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. No, Bobby, we're talking hockey here. National Hockey League. So what do we have for our picks? New York Rangers at Pittsburgh on Tuesday night. And we'll start off with Jimmy.
I'm going to pick the Pens on this one, man. I got to go with my Pens, but good luck to the Rangers. But yeah, they're going to get smoked.
We got Pittsburgh, so they're gonna get there. It is. So Big D, that moves to you.
I'm going with Jimmy on this one. I think the Penguins are going to take out the Rangers.
You my boy D.
Mm-hmm. And we found out something last night. When we were sitting around talking and just asking ourselves questions, and we said, what is the only city of the major professional sports that all wear the same color? And it was Pittsburgh, because the Pirates, they were the black and gold, the Steelers, and the Penguins all wear the same colors. Kind of cool. But no other city all has the same colors. So are we staying unified, or are we going to go off the board here? What do you got for me, Rademacher?
I got the Penguins. Their colors are the same as my high school colors, black and gold.
And Steve's got Pittsburgh. So what do you got, bud?
Go Rangers. Red, white, and blue, baby.
Going against the grain, brother.
He's going with the boys on Broadway. Rangers. And that leaves the last pick of the round. And the last pick of the round is going to be for me. And I'm also going with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Being at home, Sidney Crosby, Jenny Malkin leading the way. I think those that'll bring it home. We go one more National Hockey League game, and then we finish off with the NBA. So our last National Hockey League game in the category goes Wednesday, where the Glamour Boys from Los Angeles go across town to play the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So it's the LA Kings versus the Ducks in Anaheim. And we're going to lead this one off with Big D. So he's going to get the first crack to give us his opinion of who he thinks will win.
Depends how much people.
Big D's flipping a coin. He's looking for some assistance.
Yeah, man, it's my little helper here. Who he thinks? Who do you think? The Kings or the Ducks? Okay, he doesn't know who they are, so I'm going to go with my Ducks.
You got the Ducks. All right. Well, yep. Big D's going with the Ducks. And that brings us to Steve Rademacher.
Ducks.
Ducks. All right, bud.
Well, I'm not going with the Ducks.
Kings. There it is. All right, you've been crowned. Are
they still from LA?
Okay, Jimmy, what do you got?
I'm going to take the Ducks as well on this one.
All right, you got the Ducks as well. And lastly, I got to say it's going to be unanimous. I'm going with the Ducks too. It looks like we got a bit of a pattern building here in the last few picks.
Well, you told everybody that I was going to win it, so they're going to copy me.
That's it. That's why you get the first crack at it. All right, we're now transitioning over to the NBA. Our last two picks of the week. We got Thursday night after the return from the extended All-Star break. We got a banger of a matchup. We got the Boston Celtics go to Brooklyn to take on the Nets, and we're going to kick this one off with Steve Rademacher and see what Steve his thoughts are on this. Got to turn your mic on, Steve.
Yeah, I'm going with Boston. Brooklyn's a bunch of thugs.
Ooh.
Easy,
that old man over here.
Easy, Steve.
All right. Next up, we've got the one and only Bud Stoney. Bud, what do you got for your picks?
I'm going to go with Brooklyn on this one. Going against Beantown, as much as I hate to. Taking Brooklyn. I just think they can slay it.
Hey, Jimmy.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Smile, brother.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, here we go. Right. Next one up, we got Jimmy from Breaks.
Chug some more of that coffee, bro.
Let's see. I'm going to take the Celtics on this one.
You got the Celtics?
Yep.
All right, we got the Celtics. Where is it here? So we got Boston for Jimmy. All right, and next up we have Big D.
I'm going to take the Nets because Jimmy took the Celtics.
All right. There you go.
It's a toss-up for me, so yeah, I'm going with the Nets.
And so for the same thing, we've got the last one. I've got a toss-up here. We got Brooklyn, and I'm taking Brooklyn as well. And that'll be game number 6 out of the way. I think I just don't know if Boston's got the chemistry together. I'm not a big fan of Kemba Walker running the show over there. And obviously with Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they provide pretty good offensive production as well as their rebounding. But I just don't like the way Kemba's running the show. I think they've got some chemistry issues they got to sort out. Well, here comes our last pick of the week. And for me, it's a pick of the week. It's a West Coast game, and I don't always follow West Coast basketball. But we're going to lead it off with the one and only Bud Stoney on this one here. So, Bud, we've got Denver versus Memphis. Who are you taking, Bud?
Give me Denver. I'll take Denver on that one.
Denver it is. All right. I got Denver.
They're still the Nuggets.
Any other reasons why, Bud, you're taking Denver?
They're still the Nuggets, right? I like the Nuggets, man.
They're still the Nuggets.
Them Denver Nuggets.
That's the Nugget.
More like a McNugget.
All right. We got Jimmy. We got Denver or Memphis in games in Memphis.
In Memphis. Oh, I'm going to take the Grizzlies. Yeah.
Let's go with the Grizzlies. All right.
Yeah, man.
Got Memphis. And we're moving to Big D. What do you got, Big D?
Oof. It's a thinker. Trying to think who's on which team's roster. I'll probably have to go Denver because they got more star players than Memphis right now, I'm assuming. In my opinion.
So you're going with – okay.
We'll go with Denver,
All right,
yeah.
Steve.
Well, can I go off the board and take Milwaukee Bucks?
Get out of here, Steve.
Oh, it's Denver. I like Denver better. They got a little better team on the floor. They're front five.
Denver it is. And
Milwaukee Bucks are not
I'm going to go with Jimmy on this one. I'm going to go with Memphis.
Yeah, bud.
I'm going with Memphis. Memphis at home. I just don't know if Denver travels well. They're a great home team, but them playing on the road, they're not. I don't know if they're going to be able to manage that road trip. And then, of course, a lot of distractions down in Memphis too. So for a variety of reasons for those NBA players. All right, before we carry on, so that's our picks of the week, and what we're going to do is we'll see who our prognosticators are, who are accurate, and we'll come back next week. We'll give us a little bit of standings, and we'll do it over the next 2 to 3 weeks and see where the credibility lies, where you know who you can ask, who you can trust when you want to know who to go to Vegas with your money. So we'll know in 3 weeks' time, once we're done these little segments, who it is. So with that being said, before we move on to our next portion of our stuff, I just want to go through some of the guys, and I want to ask Big D what he's doing this week on his channel, and maybe you can give us some insight of what you're doing, Big D.
Well, kind of freestyling now. I'm going to put up a retail hunt video coming here. I was going to go out looking for some Garbage Pail Kids cards. I'm starting to get in on those because of some guys. Thank you.
There you go.
And I have another Stokes video just about ready to come up, so I'm going to put another one of those up pretty soon here. But other than that, it's not too wild.
Nice.
Okay, how about you, Steve? What's happening on the channel this week?
Well, I don't have much product to open. I might do, like on Way Back Wednesday, a bunch of early 90s baseball or football. Maybe showcase some of my money and currency from Money Mondays. Just regular stuff, and if I get mail, I'll open that at the end of them so people don't get bored.
Okay. Jimmy, what are you featuring this week on the Redbeard Greek channel?
Yeah, thank you, Fred. So tonight I'm going to be going live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing a couple breaks. I did send an email and text out. Also, I'm going to be going live Monday and Thursday of next week as well. So stay tuned. And also tonight, guys, be sure to jump over to my channel. I do want to show you a new product that Mrs. Redbeard had me made, which is sick. So I am going to give one of these away tonight. And this is the Redbeard Breaks coffee cup. Check that out.
Oh, I got to get one of those.
Oh, yeah, man. So I'll have a couple for sale up on the channel tonight as well if anybody's interested. But thank you so much, guys. Sold? All right. I'll save you one. They're awesome. But thank you, Fred. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem, Jimmy. And let's go over to the one and only Bud Stoney. What have you got coming up on your channel this week, Bud, that you want to share with the audience?
Well, I want to remind everyone that tonight, following this live stream, I'm going to be going live. We're going to be doing a Wheel of Destiny to determine the winner of these two cards from our fundraiser. I don't really have much else planned. Going to be making a bunch of Bud Stoney one-of-ones coming up. Been putting together care packages that I fell behind on since like Christmas time. So everybody stay tuned for that. I've been shipping them out as I can, as quick as I can. I don't really have much planned. Like I said, just kind of winging it. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me know what you want to see on the one and only Bud Stoney channel. It's not just my channel, it's our channel. So suggestions always appreciated. You can email me, hit me up, any social media, anyway, hit me up anytime. Y'all know that. But yeah, not much planned. Just kind of winging it. Just stay tuned after this live stream for the Wheel of Destiny.
Okay.
These two cards. There's 32 names on the wheel. So
And so last but not least, with regards to our stuff, we are going to be doing
Thank you.
on our channel, but not just our channel. We're going to be doing across the board. We have a contest going on. I'm running the home run challenge. And so you got to enter our contest. You got to be able to pick 3 players that you think are going to hit the most home runs between opening day and June 30th. And the winner of that with the combined total is going to get a autographed baseball from TriStar Baseball. And that's what we're featuring on our channel that's already up. Must be a subscriber to the channel. And then what we're going to be doing in the next week or so, once Hollis and others get their stuff up, the COA is going to be offering a prize for everybody who enters all 7 contests, because each of us, Big D, Steve Rademacher, the one and only Bud Stoney, Redbeard Breaks, will be hosting contests. We are going to give away 2 tickets to a Major League Baseball game of your choice. And so your choice being the city that's closest to you. So, we'll work it with you. If you win, we'll make sure if you're living in Cleveland, we'll get you tickets in Cleveland. If you're living in Southern California and you want tickets to go see the Dodgers, we'll hook you up with a pair of Dodger tickets. So that's the contest that we're going to be featuring on all of our channels, but culminating right here on the COA. Well, we're going to move on, and now we've got a little bit of trivia. We've got trivia contest today, and this is where it gets good. So the trivia contest, you need to make sure that your video cameras are on, and we can't blurt out the answer. You got to make sure our guys are going to do it. I guess the best way I can do it is once I'm done reading the question, raise your hand if you've got the answer, and I'm going to come to you, because we don't have buzzers. We don't have buzzards. All we have is hands or fingers or whatever you need to be able to do. I have 4 categories, and we got 5 questions in each category. They're all going to be weighted the same. Some are going to be easier than others. Some are going to be a little bit more difficult. And some are actually going to be discussed after we're done. So I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to see Steve Rademacher. You've got basketball, baseball, football, or hockey. All the 4 major sports are right here on the table in front of us. So I'm going to give you first choice on which category, which question you want to get from. And this is, again, for everybody in the group. So what category do you want to start off with?
Football.
So we got football on the board, and here we go. So the first football question, this for everybody. Remember, the first hand to raise after I'm done reading the question, I'll come to you. So don't blurt out your answer. What former NFL quarterback is the great-great-great-great-grandson of Brigham Young? Oh, Bud Stoney is the first one up.
Turn on your mic, Bud.
Now you have to unmute.
Steve Young of the 49ers.
And there it is. He's got the first one. Bud Stoney on the board with Steve Young of the 49ers. So Bud is the leader, 1-0 in the trivia. So we've got Bud Stoney picking Steve Young, the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of Brigham Young. So you control the board, Stoney. We've got basketball, baseball, football, and hockey. What do you think?
Let's go with basketball.
Basketball. All right. Question for everybody here. Who was the ground pound of rebound? Steve Rademacher.
Steve's hand went up for.
Who is Charles Barkley?
Who is Charles Barkley? And Steve Rademacher is on the board with 1 point. There it is. Now you control the board. Looks like D, we lost D for a little bit here. We'll bring him back once he's there, but this is a chance and an opportunity for everybody to gain some ground. So, Steve, we're going back to you. You control the board now. What do you want? Basketball, baseball, football, or hockey?
Let's try baseball.
Baseball. What Baltimore Oriole manager was ejected a record at 91 times?
Repeat.
Try it again. The one and only Bud Stoney.
I'm going to take a guess and say that it was Cal Ripken Sr.
Pros.
And that guess is incorrect. So we got another one. We're going to bring Big D back into the fold. So we'll ask the question here. So Bud Stoney, unfortunately, is out. He's out of this question. So the question was, what Baltimore Oriole? Going once? Going twice?
You were breaking in and out, Fred, and I think D might have froze again. Oh, D's not frozen.
He's with us.
The question, D, was what Baltimore Oriole manager was ejected a record 91 times?
We got what Baltimore manager was ejected.
I'm going to say Frank Robinson.
Good guess.
Well, the judge might have been a good answer, but it was Earl Weaver. Earl Weaver was the one who was ejected 91 times over the course of his career. Who held the board on that one? It's still Steve. Steve, you get another choice. You get a chance again. Take another.
Yep. Baseball.
So Reggie Jackson earned the moniker from George Steinbrenner as Mr. October. Who did George Steinbrenner refer to as Mr. May?
As what?
As Mr. May.
Get off Google, Steve.
I'm not on Google.
Oh, shoot. I'll take another one.
Says, can we answer in the chat? We should have done that before. We should have said they should have been the chat room against the panel because who knows what would happen there. What do you got for us, Bud? Bud's going to take a shot at it.
I'll take a shot at it. I'm going to guess and say that it was Jose Canseco.
No, it's definitely not Jose. Jose was not. Well, yeah, Jose was a Yankee for a brief bit of time. Anybody else? Going once?
I'll try it.
Oh, we got Big D first and Steve next. Who do you got, Big D?
Yep. How about Thurman Munson?
Good guess.
Thurman Munson. That's actually you're getting into the era of where this happened. But Munson was not the answer to that. What do you got, Steve?
I had Thurman Munson, so now I'll go with Craig Nettles.
Craig Nettles. No, it wasn't Craig Nettles. Jimmy, you want a chance?
I was going to say Munson as well. So, I have no idea.
Well, because Dave Winfield could always produce during April, May, and June, but when it came to the playoffs in New York,
that's a Minnesota boy too.
Yes, he was, and I thought that would be a gimme for Big D, but I guess I was wrong. That's live right now. We've got the one and only Bud Stoney, and we've got Steve Rademacher with 1 point apiece. Everybody else is yet to get on the board. We're back to Steve. What are we picking, Steve? We got basketball, baseball, football, and hockey. You control the board.
Let's go back to football.
Back to football. So the question for football is what team won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s? And we got Bud Stoney first.
Packers, Steve. Packers.
It ain't the Packers. I believe that it was. Shoot, I don't know. All right, really? I'm going to take a swing at it. In the 90s, it was the Cowboys.
I think Bud's time was up on that one, wasn't it? Didn't we say that it was an extended time up? No, we'll give it to him.
I went past the Jeopardy music.
Went past the music. Stoney's got 2 points on the board. There's 2 for the one and only Bud Stoney. So we got 2 points for Bud. One for Steve. Bud, you control the board. Where are we going next?
Hey, let's bring some hockey trivia up in here.
All right, here we go. This one, that is so fun. Who was the first black player to play in the NHL?
Oh, that is a great question.
We got Jimmy from Redbeard. So go ahead, Jimmy.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
sorry, man. Go ahead, D. I know you guys.
Mine's probably wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good hockey name. I'm probably wrong on this, but I'm gonna go with Iginla.
Iginla? No, it wasn't Jerome Iginla. Anybody else?
What era was he from?
Time is up. Oh, he's going back into the 50s, and so unfortunately, it was a Boston Bruin, and I would have thought for sure one of our East Coast guys might have got that. Willie O'Ree was the one who was the first black player in the NHL. So we got Bud. You control the board, Bud. Where are we going next?
Let's go back to basketball.
Back to basketball. So basketball. What year was the U.S. Olympic team nicknamed the Dream Team? And we got Big D.
1992.
1992. Big D is on the board. So there we go. We got
nice answer, D.
Big D at 1 and Steve at 1. So we're not up, but Big D, you control the board. You control the board. What do you got? What sport?
Baseball.
And baseball it is. And so question here is who was the first reliever elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame? Who was the first reliever elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame? Steve Rademacher, jumping in quick.
Going with Raleigh Fingers.
And Raleigh Fingers would be a good guess, but it would not be the correct answer. So we still have somebody else on the board.
Wesley Snipes.
That's what we take it.
Nice.
I don't know relief pitchers that well.
Anybody else going once?
Got to get some music in the background, y'all. Oh yeah, here we go.
There's the updated scoreboard. Stoney with 2.
I'll take a guess at it.
What do you got?
Repeat the question once more, please.
The question is who was the first reliever elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame?
All right, I'm going to guess and say that it was Eckersley, Dennis Eckersley.
Though he was in the Hall of Fame, he was not. It was Hoyt Wilhelm, and I keep thinking I could have given out a tip, and that would have been, or maybe a hint, and that was he was on the Seinfeld episodes for quite a few times back in the 90s. Hoyt Wilhelm was one of the ones that George was hanging with over there. We still have Big D on the board. You control the board. What sport are we going to, Big D?
You got water polo?
Water polo is an option, and we left that off the board because we knew Hollis wasn't going to be here today. So
yeah, that's why I'm asking. Let's go back to hockey.
We're going back to hockey, and this is a famous event that happened. What player once ripped off a fan's shoe and beat him over the head with it? And we got Big D on the board.
Wasn't that Billy Madison?
Billy Madison. No, that was unfortunately it wasn't.
Oh no, that was taking off his own skate and beating him with it. Yeah, I don't know. Then I'm gonna have to pass.
You have to pass. Anybody else? It happened, I believe, in Madison Square Garden. Steve Rademacher on the board. Yeah.
I was going to say Eric Lindros. He was a hothead.
Eric Lindros, no. Stoney or Jimmy?
I have no idea.
Chilios.
And Chelios was not. Former Boston Bruin.
Oh, as a former Bruin, you did say that.
Mike Milbury went into the stands, ripped off the shoe and started beating a fan over the head with it in New York. It was one of the classic events of the 1970s. Gary O'Reilly was involved with it too. D, you still control the board, and we've got
awesome. I'm learning so much.
So
Let's go football.
You going with what?
Football, please.
Football it is. So which NFL team only features a logo on one side of their helmet? Big D is first.
Ooh.
Steelers.
Yep.
And he's right. It is the Steelers. So Big D gets it right.
You're going down, bud.
Damn, I was too slow on that one, dude.
Oh, man. That's because we had you sleeping with all the hockey questions. There is a method to the madness that people are putting Jimmy to sleep off his game. We expected him to get. So Big D is now up to 2. What do you got for yourself there, Big D? Pick a category.
Let's go football again.
He's going football again. And so football again, and we're starting to run out of football questions. This is the second last one. Who is the only Super Bowl MVP to play on the losing team? There's only one. And Big D has got it. Big D's looking to run table here.
Brett Favre?
What do you no, it's not Brett Favre. I'll even give you a hint. I'll give everybody a hint on this one, the remaining guys. It is a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah.
Former Dallas Cowboy. And Steve? What do you got, Steve?
Drew Pearson? Whatever his name is.
Drew Pearson, another good guess, old school guess, but nope, not the one. Brother Jimmy?
I have no idea. You guys got me off my game today, man.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman.
Seriously.
Yeah, we got Chuck Howley. He had to go all the way back to 1971. So that was in the Steve Rademacher era of football, and unfortunately, nobody was able to get that one.
Well, you better go further back than that.
Were they still using leather helmets? Were they using leather helmets at that time, Steve?
No,
Yeah, they were still.
They were using tree trunks back then, man.
Hey, Jimmy, did you get my last message for the break?
Yeah, that's why I've been so quiet. I'm getting that figured out. So.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Big D, you still control the board here.
Man, this is so much pressure. Let's go basketball.
We're going basketball, and so the question here is who is the silhouette on the NBA logo made of? And that would be Big D.
Jerry
Big
West.
D was first. It is Jerry West. So Big D takes the lead, and Big D is now up to 3 points. And we are at the halftime point of our event. And so what I'd like to do is I would like to turn this over to Redbeard Breaks and Big D. We're going to come back and we're going to finish this off. But I know you guys want to do a something for your break coming up. So why don't I pass it over to Big D, and we'll do the back half of our trivia contest at the end. I'll pass it to Big D and Redbeard, and you guys can steal the show here for a couple minutes.
All right, Fred.
You ready, Jimmy?
Yeah, let me put up my screen share here.
Okay, we're going to do the Great Griffey Chase break right now. So you guys who all bought in, pay attention here. And Jimmy's going to put all the teams and the names up. He's going to randomize them. And then whoever you land on, that's the team you win. And then after that, we're going to put up a Wheel of Death and randomize the 3 graded cards for the people in the break. So Here we go, buddy.
All right, let me put up the wheel here real quick for you. All righty. And go back to StreamYard. All right, Fred, whenever I share this, you have to click this in, okay?
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Trying to get everybody's name on the wheel. That's why I was being so quiet. I was loading that up.
Okay.
Can I do it this
and then
way?
did you do the regular like spreadsheet one too?
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's for the break.
And there should have been 26 names right after I took those 2 out.
Yep.
All right, I got you. All right, so
how's that looking for you, Jim?
Yeah, how's that look, D? Can you see it? You might have to.
It looks fantastic.
All right, awesome. Let me copy these names, and I'm going to go ahead and throw those on the wheel, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll, okay?
Yep.
Copy that. Pick a number between 1 and 10, D.
Let's go lucky number 7.
7, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now let's randomize the names for the we'll get random.org up here, and I'll randomize the teams first.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
whoever wins that Griffey, that's a sweet card.
Yeah, good luck, everybody. Here we go. So we're going to randomize the team 7 times. D picked it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Nice.
I'm going to start another sheet, D, and put this on sheet 2. All right. Oh, man, hang on.
Then when you finish, Jimmy, will you read it off for us? Because it's kind of small for me.
I definitely will.
Thank you, sir.
That's what she said, too.
I bet she did.
So let me get this up. Let me copy this. All right, here we go. Now I can paste that. All right, so that's the teams, guys. And now we're going to go back to sheet 1. We're going to do the participants, Ryan Bolton at the top and Jake C on the bottom. So let me copy that. All right, here we go. 7 more times, guys. Good luck. Whoever get the Mariners, I'm going to be jealous. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. So we're going to copy it. All right, so here we go. The Cubs is going to Mike B. Jake C is getting the Angels. Redbeard's getting the Astros. The White Sox is going to Hollis. Matt Thomas with the Dodgers. Texas Rangers is going to – sorry, I can't even see that. Dietz. Hollis with the Mariners.
Oh, nice one, Hollis.
Steve R with the Reds. San Diego Padres is going to Ryan Bolton. Marv with the Brewers. Your buddy Dom with the Red Sox. Nationals, Bobby C. Toronto, Chuck D.
Nationals would also be the Expos. She got the Randy Johnson rookie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she got the – yep. We got Detroit Tigers going to Fred. There you go, Fred. New York Mets,
Sweet.
Kenneth Moore. Rocky gets the Orioles. The Twins is going to Bud. Dietz is getting Indians and the Phillies. Steve R with the Braves. Dietz with the Royals. Like father, like son with the Yankees. Very nice. Pittsburgh is going to Kenneth Moore. The Giants is going to ABQ. And Sean Abner is getting the Athletics. And Luke with the Cardinals.
Nice. Hey, Steve, you got the chipper rookie out of that.
Yep, that's awesome.
Nice work, my friend. Thank you for all participating. Okay, now we're going to random off 3 names for the 3 graded cards to go with this. The first one we spin here is going to be for that 1990 score, Frank Thomas, GMA 10.
Ooh, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
All right, guys. Good luck to you. Here we go.
All right, Matthew. That's a sweet card. Way to go, man.
There you go, Matthew. Congratulations, man.
Okay, do you want to take them off?
Yes, I will take them off. Let's see.
Okay. And then the second one we're going to do is the 1992 Topps Manny Ramirez draft pick card, also at a 10.
Okay, hang on just 1 second there. I messed that up. All righty. And that was Matthew that won that, right? The first
Yep.
one? All right, I'll take them off. All right, let's spin it. Here we go. Deets.
Awesome. That's one of my buddies from around here, so that'll be easy to ship.
All right, so I'm going to remove his name, but I'm still going to leave him on since he had more than one spot.
All right. Congrats, Deets. And then the last one is that 2019. I think it's either I think it's Topps Archives. Pete Alonso rookie card. It's the one that it's the '93 style rookie of Pete Alonso.
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
That's also a 10.
Awesome. All right, man. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. That's an awesome card. Steve.
Steve-o!
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats, Steve.
All right. Thank you, guys.
You made out pretty good in that break, Steve.
Yeah, you did.
You knucklehead.
All right. Well, I'll be shipping it all. I'm going to be working on it tomorrow, and I'll get this stuff shipped out as soon as possible. I will reach out to people to get their addresses. I have most of them, but there's a couple I don't have, but I have a list here, so watch for an email from me.
All right. Beautiful. All right. You good with that there, Jimmy? We got everybody back in the fold here. All right,
yeah, man, that was awesome.
Thank you, Jimmy. Excellent work, sir.
Excellent job. All right, so we're gonna bring it back to our trivia. We're gonna wrap it up with the back end of this, and we've got 8 questions left. And this time it is going to be the double point round. Now that we've got through the half, so each question is now worth 2 points. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Big D was still controlling the board. We've got questions in each category left. The most is hockey. The least is football. So which category are you going to go to, Big D? In our trivia.
Football.
Let's close out football. So another old school question. Deacon Jones, the famous defensive player, what was his nickname? Hall of Famer Deacon Jones. What is his nickname? And we got Big D.
I'm just guessing. Is it Freaking Deacon?
Freaking. Hey, that's a great guess. That would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, it's not the correct answer. So who else do we have here? We got anybody else going to take a shot at it?
Cheeseburger Eddie?
No.
Wesley Snipes.
No, it was the Secretary of. The answer is the Secretary of Defense.
What?
Secretary of Defense.
Nice.
So now we go back to D. Give us the other category. Football is now complete. Football is now done.
Do I get points for picking the questions?
No.
Okay. We'll go baseball again.
We're going back to baseball, and baseball is who won the 1989 MVP award without making the All-Star team? Who won the 1989 MVP award without making the All-Star team?
That's a great question. I
Yeah,
feel like we should know this.
There's somebody in this room who better know it, but Big D's going to take a stab at it.
I just saw this the other day too. I'm kind of taking a guess. Let's go. I pass. I don't know. I just read this the other day too. I failed under the pressure.
Steve Rademacher's got his hand up. If he doesn't get this question, he's going to be disowned. Go ahead, Steve.
Robin Yount.
Robin Yount was the guy who won the MVP award in 1989, and unfortunately, he did not get a nod to the All-Star game. How bizarre is that? He must have had a heck of an August and September to lead them all the way to that. So we're now tied. We now have everything is now tied up at 2, with the exception of unfortunately Jimmy. Right now is bringing up the rear. But I definitely think that Jimmy's going to use the comeback method because he has put everybody to sleep so far and lulled them to sleep, expecting it. Now it's going to go. By the way, it is a double point round, so now that means that Steve has taken the lead in our event here. So we got Bud at 2, we got Big D at 2, and we got Steve at 3. So, Steve, you control the board. What are we doing next? What sport?
Basketball.
Basketball. And the question here is, and I have a feeling somebody's going to answer and they're going to get it wrong, but who is the shortest player of all time to play in NBA history? And D, right away, D's got his hand up.
Is it Muggsy Bogues?
It is Muggsy Bogues. It is Muggsy Bogues, the correct answer. And I would have, when I first saw the question before I did this, I thought for sure it was going to be Spud Webb. That was the first one that came to my mind. I figured that somebody was going to jump out and say Spud Webb. So with that
Tyrone
2-point question,
Muggsy Bogues.
Tyrone Muggsy Bogues. With that question, we've got Big D in the lead now with 4. We got Steve at 3, and Bud Stoney is in third place with 2, and Jimmy yet to get on the board. You control the board, Big D. Where are we going next?
Let's go basketball again.
Okay, this is the final question in basketball, and this could be the separator. Which NBA team was the team that drafted Kobe Bryant? Big D again, first one up.
Charlotte Hornets.
And Big D is now starting to run the table. Thank goodness we're closing out basketball, but Big D is correct. The Charlotte Hornets were who Kobe Bryant was originally drafted by. And so now Big D has got a commanding lead, and he is now up 6-3-2, and Jimmy to get on the board. So we are going to go back to Big D. What do you got next, Big D? We got baseball.
Let's go baseball.
And this will close out the baseball category, and then we're back to the ice. So the question is who is the only Braves player to have played in all 3 cities that the Braves called home? Steve Rodemacher is in first. I think Jimmy is in second. So, Steve, what do you got?
I have Warren Spahn.
And it's a great guess, but it is incorrect. That is not the one. So we move over to Jimmy looking to get on the board.
Was it Hank Aaron?
No, he started.
Good guess. Yes, and unfortunately, it wasn't Hammer and Hank because he missed out on the first team. Big D, you were next up.
Christy Mathewson.
What?
Whoa, you have no idea how close that was. There's a hint in that answer. Yeah.
Damn it.
And Bud, what do we got? You got the last crack.
Come on, Bud.
Ron Gann.
Like father, like son.
The player that played for all 3 Braves teams.
Yep, I know who it is.
I'm going to say that it was. I'm not sure.
And Stoney's time is up. And that would be Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews.
Oh.
Yeah. Played for all 3 teams. So
should have known that.
Even though Big B controls the board, we have 3 questions left, and all 3 questions pertain to hockey. So this is definitely the double point round, and we'll see what we're able to come up with. So what did Florida Panther fans throw on the ice during the 1995-96 season?
My hand was way up before Steve.
Yeah, and we got Big D is up first.
Rats.
They did. They threw rats on the ice, plastic rats. And do you know why they threw plastic rats on the ice?
The real ones carry their diseases.
Way to go, Master Splinter.
You know why, Big D? Do you remember what the thing was?
I'm not sure why they do it. Because Detroit throws octopus? I don't know.
Well, the reason why was apparently Scott Mellenby went into the locker room and during the season at one point in time, and there was a rat running around the locker room, and he took his stick and he whacked the rat and killed it. And so, anyways, the word got out that they were playing in a rat trap down there in Florida. So some fan decided to throw a rat on the ice as a way when he scored a goal. And the next thing you know is then the rats were all coming on the ice all the time. And that's kind of how that season went. But that's what it was. Scott Millenby killing a rat, and the next thing you know, we got rats all over the ice. So Big D commanding lead now, 8-3-2.
Let's go hockey again.
Here's hockey again. And if I could only read my own writing, is what I have here on this one here. What were the two nicknames of the Atlanta franchises in the NHL? Atlanta's had 2 tours in the National Hockey League. What were their 2 nicknames? So D's hand goes up first.
Well, I know it's the Thrashers are one. And Atlanta Braves. I don't know the second one.
Nope. And they're still in the National Hockey League. So that ought to give us a hint for the other 3 guys. Thrashers. They moved. They have another location. We'll narrow it down. This is only worth 1 point. This is only worth 1 point for the other team. They are a Canadian franchise. No, you're already out there, D. It's for the other 3 guys. You get your 1 point. There's 7
Fire.
Canadian NHL.
That's 7 more than I knew.
Right.
There's my hint.
right.
Think Fire.
And that would be the Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames. So I guess
I knew that because I remember the A logo on fire.
Bud Stoney picks up a point. And we got the last hockey question of the round. We were going to do an ECHL question, but unfortunately, that was we're going to save that for future because I know who our ECHL guru might be in the group that's over here. But we do have a question. Who was the last player to play in the National Hockey League and not wear a helmet? Big D. Big D's first. Rademacher is second.
Didn't he play for the Blackhawks?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna go Guy Lafleur.
Guy Lafleur was probably, although he had a good flow, was not the correct answer. I don't even know if Lafleur ever wore a helmet when he played. Steve, you're up next.
I was going to go with Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe would also be a good answer, but no, he is not the correct one. Anybody else? We got Bud Stoney.
Bobby Orr.
No, Bobby Orr was out of the game while they were still not wearing the helmets. How about you, Jimmy?
I'll put it to you this way. I mean, I don't know anything about hockey, so I have no idea, man. Maybe
Redbeard.
Maybe the guy that played Goon. I don't know.
No, listen, it was Craig McTavish, and the interesting thing about Craig McTavish is he actually missed a year of hockey because he spent a year in jail. I believe it was when he was with the Boston Bruins, of all things, and he was charged with drunk driving, hit and killed a guy, and spent a year in jail, and ended up back in the National Hockey League, and most of his time was spent at the Edmonton Oilers. So that's how we close that section of it off. Well, we have a couple other things that we're going to do here. This is our time, and I should have probably prepped it a little sooner. We are going to take some questions from the chat room, and I know that now that John Rademacher is in the house, I'm sure that he will have all kinds of questions. He's probably got a list of them ready for one of our panelists. But with that being said, I think what we're going to do is first we are going to talk a little bit. We're going to go back over again about some of the stuff that we are doing within our own channel. And I'm going to go to Jimmy first. We already asked you, Jimmy, about what you were doing for this week. But just in general, Jimmy, where do you see your channel shaping up long term? Where do you see it going with Redbeard Breaks?
Well, honestly, I see us growing, honestly, but what this is about for me is, the enjoyment of the hobby. If I get to where I don't enjoy it, then I will just shut it down. But no, I really enjoy everything. I love making new friends. I don't know. It's just like that's a kind of a loaded question for me, but I really hope we grow, and I hope that we continue to with the COA. I really enjoy doing this, guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you.
For sure.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. You're welcome, brother.
Next up is Steve Rademacher. And Steve, one of the things that I was going to ask you is your Unfiltered Friday and your mail days are always popular. Where do you see your Unfiltered Friday going? Is this going to be a continued theme for weeks to come, or are we going to? Is this just sort of a one-off type deal?
Well, I have fun doing it, and now I get people asking me to actually roast them and treat them like crap on No Filter Friday, which is fun, because my goal on YouTube, I'm not here to make money. Obviously, I don't do auctions. I don't sell. I rather entertain and just give people something a little different to look at. I think I'm living up to that. So No Filter Friday, No Filter is going to stick around as long as I can keep it fresh.
There you go.
Excellent. And the one and only Bud Stoney. I know later today you've got coming up a live stream. We're going to be going live here in about 19 minutes. I know you're going to step out of the channel around 4:20. Is that about right? We're going to step out of our stream at about 4:20. So you can get yourself
you know it.
So tell us
I'm
tonight.
gonna get myself prepared.
So tell us tonight what you got happening for your couple hours on your channel.
Oh man, check this out. Tonight, look at this, y'all. All right, hold on. I'm gonna flip my camera around. Give me 2 seconds, please. Look at this. There we go. Hey, everybody. All right, so check it out. This is my computer screen y'all are looking at. I've already got the Wheel of Names ready to go. It's the Wheel of Destiny. There are 32 entries on this wheel, y'all. 32 entries. We're going to find out who is going to be winning this 2020 MLB All-Star Stitches card of Francisco Lindor. An absolutely beautiful light blue jersey patch there. And this 3D Shadow Box Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's Morphin time. Bud Stoney, 1 of 1. One person is going to win both of these cards. And in order to get onto this wheel, you had to participate in our fundraiser for Heart 9/11. And I want to remind everyone, we did make a donation of over $500 to Heart 9/11. Thank you, everyone that participated. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm trying to flip the camera back right now so I can show you my face. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, everybody that participated. That was the first time I ever ran a fundraiser, and I'm super excited to be gifting these 2 cards to the last person standing on the Wheel of Destiny. So stay tuned. That is going to be coming right up here, right around 4:30 Eastern, immediately following this stream. I would love to have there's 15 people in this stream watching now. I'd love to have all of you in there. And yeah, like I said, we're kind of winging it with the channel right now. Always open to suggestions. I still have another video coming up for our donation to Wigs for Kids. Matter of fact, I'll show you that right quick. And then I'll stop rambling so someone else can talk. Check this out, y'all. Those are the braids that were on my head.
There you go, Goldilocks.
Yeah, we're going to be donating those to Wigs for Kids, man. I'm super, super stoked about that. Some child that needs some hair, man.
Yeah,
I was blessed. I was fortunate and blessed with some nice hair, and I'd be super stoked to, give it to a child in need. So
that's awesome, bud.
Yeah, man. I once again, I hope everybody joins in this afternoon. I'm going to be cutting out right around 4:20. Y'all know what it is. And yeah, Fred, back to you, brother. I appreciate actually, before I give it back to you, Fred, thank you. Thank you for hosting this tonight, filling in for our main man, Dave, at ABQ Sports Cards. Shout out to Hollis as well. He had some family stuff going on. Super stoked to be a part of this group and just trying to do big things. We're still trying to do big things. I'm trying to come up with the next big thing on the one and only Bud Stoney channel. And yeah, everybody stay tuned. COA, the one and only Bud Stoney, all these channels, Last Raps Baseball, Steve Rademacher, Big D Sports and Collectibles, Redbeard Breaks, Another Hollis Build, ABQ Sports Cards, all of those channels. Every single one of these fellas is really cool, and I'm super stoked to know these guys and blessed to be a part of this group. So thank you, boys. Now back to you, Fred.
All right,
I'll do my closeout. I'll interrupt in about 5 minutes.
All right, we're gonna flip it over to Big D because Big D, we were talking, asking everybody here. I know we lost you for a little bit in the stream. We're asking everybody a little bit what's going on in their channel. What we'd like to know is what are your plans for Jason Stokes? What are your plans?
I got a couple things in the works right now. Like I said, I got a video I'm editing right now and ready to drop pretty soon here. But, let's just say if you guys like fireworks, you're going to like the next one coming up. That's all I want to say.
Nice.
We'll see if he survives.
We'll bring it back again to everybody else. I was looking through to see if we had any questions coming through the chat, and I didn't really see a whole lot of stuff. I know we had people that were in there earlier, but nobody really asked any pointed questions. But I will say this. John Rademacher asked, hey, Bud, just to be clear, is that hair just for kids? So that's a question from John Rademacher.
My response to John was, John Rademacher, kids equals baby goats.
There you go.
But seriously, send some to my brother. It's winter in Wisconsin. He needs to cover that head with something.
that was why he was asking us, Steve.
He's cool.
He might need some. That's classic, bro.
Chuck Dupree.
I'll consider you for the next one, John.
Yep, Chuck Dupree, Sports Cards, asks, so when is the Big D set break?
Well, we just did it a few minutes ago. You're going to have to rewind the video.
Yeah, post it up. Are you now? I know when we did that. Are you going to direct people off of your site to the break there as well, D?
Yeah, I'll put up a video after this. That's a good idea to tell them to come back and rewatch the stream. Let them know who the winners are.
Okay, that's fair enough. And Steve, how about family members take over your channel? What do you think of that?
I'm good with it when it's my family. My brother's cool. I love him. And he's funny. You guys see where I get some of my goofiness.
Well, we're gonna swing it around one more time for some of the folks that were not with us earlier, and I'm gonna close this out with going around the round table here. So I know Jimmy, you're going live tonight at 6:30 Eastern time. Is that correct?
Yeah, we will be going live at 6:30 Eastern time. We'll be going late up into the night. Yep.
Now, tell us what you're doing tonight and what you got cooking here. Yep.
Oh, no. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much, Fred. So what I got going on, guys, I got 2 breaks filling right now. So I have two hobby boxes of contenders. We only have 7 spots left in that. That's always an awesome break. We pulled some awesome stuff out there. It's 20 spot random team. Like I said, we have 7 left. Also, my second break filling, we just started filling it. I just put it up today. We got a Panini Elite Extra Edition box. It's got 8 autos and 2 relics. And then we have 4 of the Topps Chrome Update Series Megas. So we got 5 boxes total in that break. That's also $20 a random team. And as always, free shipping as always. Also, we'll be doing auctions in between and all that good stuff. One more thing, Fred, if you don't mind. I wanted to show this off last night, or from last night, excuse me. Would that be cool if I show this card that we pulled last night on Hollis' stream?
Go right ahead.
All right, guys. So check this one out here. So I was just opening the giveaway. I gave away a pack of Garbage Pail Kids Food Fight last night, and we ended up pulling a GPK autograph out of that. Check that out, Fred. Smoking Joe. That's Brad Pitt, though. That's pretty cool, man. But I just wanted to show that off, man. That's pretty cool. I've never pulled one of those.
It's numbered.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is numbered. It's numbered to 80.
Nice.
Must have for all garbage pail collectors or garbage pail kid collectors, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. So, guys, if you get time tonight, please come over and check my channel out if you haven't already. Everybody's welcome. It's always a good time. And thank you again, Fred.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jimmy. And so we're going to bounce over to the one and only Bud Stoney. What do you got, Bud, before you split? Because we know it is that time. We're right on the
420. It is 420 on the East Coast, y'all. You know what it is. Everybody get ready. We're about to do the Wheel of Destiny. Who is going to win these two cards? Everybody stay tuned. Hop on over to the one and only Bud Stoney channel. I'd love to have everyone over there. Hey, I hope everyone's having a wonderful and blessed day today. I want to remind everybody, don't divide today, okay? Always remember that without unity, there's no card immunity. Have fun, enjoy collecting, and keep on rocking. Much love.
Later,
Peace out,
bud.
everybody.
Thanks. See ya. All right, that's the one and only Bud Stoney. And so we're going to flip it over to Steve Rademacher. Steve, what have you got coming up this week on your channel?
Well, Sunday shout-outs tomorrow as always. And with that big box of mail I got yesterday, I'm going through some of the NASCAR cards tomorrow as well for NASCAR Sunday. I've got to watch the race. Monday is going to be a toss-up. Am I going to get some mail? If not, am I going to show you guys some money that I've collected throughout the years? I don't know, but Toy Box Tuesday, that seems to be enjoyed by several people. So we'll just keep with themes, yet showing different items so no one gets completely bored with one product, and maybe to draw some new interest in some other stuff.
Well, thanks, Steve. Well, awesome. I'm sure people will be able to jump into your channel as they normally do. Steve's videos come out, I find it all random times of the day, so you never know what you're going to get. I always get these messages that pop up, and there's a Rademacher video, so the man that never sleeps. So we got, lastly on our hit list here, we got Big D. What's coming up this week on the channel? And Big D is gone. So apparently we're going to be doing the disappearing videos this week on Big D's channel. and there it is.
Hey, I hit the wrong button again. Don't check your messages while you're StreamYarding.
You are
pretty much I'm going to put up that retail hunt video and try to put up another Stokes video. And then people who are in the break, I'll put up a video recapping that too. So, Jimmy, if you don't mind sending me over the spreadsheet of the final one,
Yeah,
I'll get that up. I'll get that up as soon as I can so people can see what they won.
You got
On that note,
nice.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me in today. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, D. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
Big D. All right. And so lastly, I guess we'll talk about what I'm doing this week on the channel. Just me and you. Jimmy left to close this baby out, and we're going to be doing our regular bunt breaks. And not only are we going to be doing the bunt breaks, we've got coming up, I'll share this with Jimmy on March the 20th. So that's, what are we looking at now? 2 weeks from today. We are going to be, Jimmy's going to be co-hosting an auction with us. It's going to be a high-end auction. I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoy the way Jimmy runs his auctions and stuff. It is a high-end auction, so most of the lots are going to start at 10. A couple will be at 10, but most of them will be at $15 or above. I've got a George Springer autographed 87 throwback, numbered out at 10. It's going to be up for auction. I have another autograph card from Andrew Benintendi. We've got a lot of short prints and numbered cards. I've got a Trout Ohtani short print numbered to 99. That'll be up for auction. And we're also going to be doing, and I can start leaking a little bit of this out now, we're going to be doing a judge hunt. And so anybody who makes a purchase in that auction, we'll do a wheel of names, and we'll give away an Aaron Judge rookie card. So anybody who makes a purchase will be automatically entered into a wheel of names for the Aaron Judge rookie that we'll flip around. So we're looking forward to that, and also looking forward to Redbeard being the host and having a good time with Jimmy. The time on that will be announced depending upon just our own availability, but it will be March 20th, which is Saturday. So keep your stuff there. And thanks to Joby One Kenobi for giving me a sub. I noted that. I appreciate that. So, Jimmy, what do you think? Should we sign it off and call it a day?
Let's do it, Fred. And I want to add one more thing. Fred, if you guys haven't noticed, is the most knowledgeable guy that I've ever known. He's pretty much knowledgeable in any sport, especially baseball. So I'm really excited to do this auction with you, Fred. So I know I'm going to learn something as well. But I really appreciate you hosting this tonight, Fred. Had a very awesome time. I know I was a little quiet. I was working on a spreadsheet, so I apologize for that. But I really thank you so much again, and I thank each and every one of you for coming out and checking this out as always, man. It's what it's all about, creating awesomeness, and just doing this every chance we get. But thanks again, Fred. I appreciate it, brother.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Jimmy. And once again, everybody, Bud Stone, he's going to be going live in about 5 minutes or less. So make sure you head on over to his stream, check out what he's doing. And don't forget, Redbeard Breaks at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific is going live with his breaks tonight as well. So we're going to sign it off from the COA live stream. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping in and checking us out. And we'll be back again at 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific next week when we do this all over again. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Fred. See you later. Go Reds. See you guys.
See you guys.